Bullies. You can find them in any environment. Work, school, and even online on the internet. Bullies are everywhere and we love them. They all can't fight. They all peak in high school. But I want you to meet the weakest bully ever. So after the massive popularity of the anime Yu-Gi-Oh, the showrunner decided to make a reboot called Yugioh GX, the next generation of top duelers. I guess it's supposed to be the next generation, but they're like the same age as the original cast. That's like how Patrick Mahomes is like one of the top quarterbacks now, but someone gets drafted this year and they call him the next generation. Like, no, bro, they ain't the same generation. So the main character's name is Jaden Yuki. He's a funny, charismatic high school kid who may be the greatest duelist in the whole series. Like, Yugi has major plot armor and he takes no L's, but Jaden's ability plus how much better his cards are in real life, and if they do it in real life with no plot, I believe Jaden will wash him 10 out of 10. So Jaden has to complete a test to get into this dueling high school, but he is late. So when he finally makes it to school, we finally hear Chazz speak.
He's a punk. We went to dual prep school for the past 3 years. We're ready for the academy. These kids don't know what they're getting into, but they'll learn. The hard way. The Chazz Princeton way.
How you gonna call someone else a punk when you're in school for playing a card game? That's like golf players calling someone else unathletic. Like, stop it. You know, I can't lie. When I was little, I used to think Chazz was the coolest dude ever. I used to go around talking like him. He used to be like, Chazz it up and shit. I used to really be saying that. I was a weird kid. So after Jaden wipes the floor with a teacher, Mr. Crowler, who is weird as hell, I might add. Like, look at him. I would not be comfortable with this man teaching my kids. First of all, he don't give a fuck about any of these kids. And he's one of the sorriest dudes on the show. He's literally the worst one. In episode 2, Jaden and his bitch ass homeboy Cyrus wanders into the Obelisk Blue Duel Stadium or something. The school isn't separated by grade. For some reason, it's separated by tiers. The tiers are based off the 3 Egyptian god cards. The lowest tier is Slifer Red, which is the Jaden tier, which is some bullshit because he just beat the teacher in a real duel. The mid tier is Raw Yellow, which nobody give a fuck about, to be honest. And Obelisk Blue is the highest tier, which is the tier Chazz is in and which is the tier everybody wants to be in.
Yeah, just make sure you have your best card ready to hand over when you lose.
So after pressing Jaden and talking hot, he challenged him to a duel and...
I told you I'd start big, didn't I? You're a destroyed monster.
So after basically losing to Jaden already, a Slifer Red, the worst tier, he challenged him again and... Imagine getting your life wasted by Avian, bro. First of all, how are you trying to puff out your chest and shit talking big game when you're technically 0-2 on-screen duels? They could have made Chazz at least beat Cyrus or somebody. They got hella characters, and I don't remember him getting 1 W as a kid. So even though Chazz gets disrespected heavily in the first season, he comes through majorly later in the show. One thing I remember as a kid, and my memory's kind of like faulty, but I remember he moved into the same dorm as Jaden, the Slifer Red dorm, and he renovated it. He made it like bigger and junk. Would a school even allow students to just change their dorms like that? Like, I feel that violates some kind of rule for a student to just renovate their dorm. I doubt they care, to be honest, but nah. And guess what? In a later part of the show, Chazz even learns to duel with worse cards. Who thought of this, bro? Japan is weird as hell, I swear. Now, this is a real distant memory about this show, but didn't Chazz become like religious or some shit? Or like join a cult or something? I swear, he had like a white jacket, and he was like, I don't really remember, but he was like bugging out or something. But this is where I think Chazz gets the ultimate disrespect from the showrunners. So the school gets overrun by zombies. No, not this type of zombie. There are zombie duelists. Yeah, they exist, don't ask. So how it works is if you duel a zombie duelist and you lose, you turn into a zombie duelist. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, why not just not duel? Why not just leave the school and go back to that big ass dorm you just made, Chazz. But no, he duels and he loses to unnamed characters. This man Chazz in season 1 was looked at like one of the best duelists, and he loses to bots, man. And the worst part, from what I remember, is everyone else wins and stay alive. The disrespect is wild, bro. And he duels Jaden and loses again, bro. That's 0-3 now.
No! That's game!
Even though Chazz is trash in the show, in the game Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, I would wash anybody with Chazz Princeton. Don't at me or at me, I don't care. I would drag y'all through the mud with Chazz, bro. If you think differently, then hit me up. I would gladly take joy in busting your ass personally. The show was amazing when I first watched it. Like, it's almost the same quality as the original. I don't really think people watched it that much. Usually people don't watch anime reboots unless it's Dragon Ball. I know I didn't watch Naruto, Shippuden, and Boruto, so I can't really talk. But if you didn't watch GX, then go watch it. The show starts off a little rocky, but it picks up and is great later on. The characters are definitely annoying for a little, besides Jaden, but the characters will grow on you like they did me. That's it for this video. The point of this channel isn't really to talk about the show, because I want people to watch it themselves. I try not to spoil too much. I usually talk about the first couple of episodes, but this video I broke my own rule, so this may be the last time I do this. Oh no, it won't, because my next video is about Saitama. I actually have a funny story about bullying, quote unquote. So in 2016, when I was in 6th grade, everyone in middle school did this thing where if you said some dumb shit, they would give you a neck. What a neck is, it's like someone violently swiping at your neck. It didn't usually hurt, but of course niggas always drag shit and people started slapping people's neck like while they do it. So when the principal found out about this, she made 7 middle schoolers come to her office to lecture them about bullying. And it was me and my homies. And me, in middle school, especially 6th grade, in 6th grade, I was dead ass 4'5". I was shorter than the girls in my class. I was 4'5", 60 pounds. Ain't no way I'm bullying anybody. So I'm in there shook. Cause of course, I necked people, but it was all consensual, pause. Pause on this whole shit. So she called us in the office and everybody's like, why the fuck is Donnie in here? I'm like, that's a good question. So after the lecture, the principal lets everyone go. She keeps me in the office. And she for real asks me, what am I gonna do to stop the bullying? I'm like, me? Not only am I the smallest kid, but I'm the youngest. My birthday's on December 31st. I was literally 10 years old at the start of 6th grade in 2015. It's 2016 and I'm 11. So I came up with a plan. I told her we should bring the whole middle school in one room and watch the movie Karate Kid with Jaden Smith. And when I tell you that was the best idea I've ever had, bro, like deadass, she had the whole middle school. Imagine 3 whole grades in one big room watching Karate Kid on a small ass screen. Cause my school was broke. So they couldn't afford like no big movie theater screen or nothing. Like we deadass couldn't see shit cause I was in the back. But we were bugging out, bro. She had to grab a whole mic, pause the movie, and yell at us to like chill out. We were really bugging. The moral of the story is, if you go to school, have fun. Don't bully nobody. It's not worth it. Just focus on yourself or focus on your friends. And if you get bullied, talk to somebody. It could be a teacher or it could be a friend. Even if you don't have a friend, find one. I know it's easier said than done, but not everybody is an asshole, especially in school. There's always one person that would have an open enough mind to talk to you. Like, in school, I was the person that was cool with everybody. Like, I can literally joke with any kind of person. What I'm saying is, if I can make friends, and I'm not the coolest person, I make anime videos on YouTube. If there's a friend for me, there's definitely a friend for you and everyone. But if you bully people in any situation, you are an asshole. And if you bully somebody in school, in high school, that's your peak. After you graduate high school, you are a nobody. You will not be nobody. Sorry for coming in like that. Tune in the next video. Like the video if you want. I'm just happy you watched the video in the first place. I'm out.